Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today, I am actually doing a continuation of the SOC level 1 path. One thing that's kind of cool is you can see they actually added this since last time, because the last thing I did was the metrics and objectives, and this wasn't here, I don't think. I could be wrong on that, but I didn't see it last time. So I went to start it, right? And it's the actual phishing simulation. So in the SOC simulator. So one thing they've added since then is you notice it says choose your sim tool. I really like this option because if you're familiar with Splunk, Sentinel, whatever, like you have that option. I have always done Elastic on their labs, so I know how they operate with Elastic in their labs. So I'm just doing Elastic here. Nothing. I know they do have some Splunk labs and stuff, and that's fine. We'll do them then. But I like Elastic in this case. So we're going to go ahead and start the scenario. You can see it's going to take a second to spin up. So I'm just going to tell you guys we're doing the introduction to phishing, and then we'll come right back as soon as it's done. Okay, we're back. So it started up. You can see there's no alerts or anything yet. So this scenario is just phishing. It sounds like so here's the details. Learn how to use SOC simulator by completing your first scenario. Close all true positives, blah, 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 blah. So if you guys know, I've actually met with TryHackMe on their SOC simulator, and they have implemented some of the stuff that I've asked for. So I do appreciate that they've done that. I do think it needs a lot of work, the SOC simulator. I think they came out really hot out of the gates with this new product, and then really it just kind of have watched it go to the wayside a little bit. They haven't really made massive improvements that I've seen. But at the same time, to their credit, right, what I consider an improvement, they might not consider an improvement. So it makes sense that like they may not see the same priorities as I do, and that's okay. But basically, you're sitting here, you're waiting for this to go or to start up. For this one, we'll need the analyst VM mainly because what we need, and you can see they have playbooks. The playbooks are okay. You can see they only have these 2 playbooks. So phishing email analysis. If you go in here, look up the sender's domain and try to detect this app for threat intel. So that is, if it loads right here, and then search historical mail logs to check if the sender has contacted other users. Now, one thing I will say, if I'm being honest, this is where the TryHackMe needs some work. You don't have to do this. You can do this you can do this entire scenario without searching any logs. And I did this entire scenario without searching any logs the first time because you don't need to. It doesn't make any sense to, actually, in this case. So because you're a SOC level 1 analyst, right? You're not at level 2. Your job isn't to deep dive into this. So there we go. We got one alert. So here's this try detect this. This is their offline version of Virus Total, basically. So you got to start this up. If it loads here, start it up. And while it's loading, we'll go ahead and grab our alert. So we're in the alert queue. And it's taking a little while, right? One thing also is the documentation. The documentation usually will lay out who has what machine and all that stuff. So you can actually go into here and asset inventory, company inventory, and you can see who has what machine. And that way you can see who's affected. That's still spinning up. Okay, so we've got our first one. We'll go ahead and apply it to ourselves. Says the alert was triggered and an inbound email contains one more external link. So, okay, so it looks like the first one is the sender is hrconnex.thm. So first thing we'll do is, if this loads, I can't tell. Okay, reconnect the VM. Okay. We'll go back here and we'll go to Analyst VM. Hopefully it's not still frozen. I've heard a ton of complaints lately about TryHackMe having issues like this, like connectivity and stuff like that. I don't know how bad it actually is. I haven't messed with it that much, but yeah, so you can see case reporting. There's not really anything. Let's see. Connecting to remote machine. Hopefully it actually connects. Another alert just came in while we're waiting for this to happen, or waiting for this to take place. So hrconnex.thm, we'll check it and we'll see if it's a malicious domain. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it's frozen solid. And then we'll check it. If it's malicious, we already know the sender's malicious. That's already a problem. The next one we'll check is this hrconnex THM onboarding. We'll basically check and you can see it's the same domain, so we really don't have to check it twice. We can just check it once, the top level domain. Other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything crazy in this one. Oh my goodness, I just clicked on it. And so I've heard complaints. I now see why the complaints exist. This is kind of crazy that spinning up a VM is this hard. Let's see if it works now. And really, I will tell you, this doesn't come back as true positive, I don't think. So we'll try it. Okay, it's not there anymore. So we'll say copy, paste it. Why can't I paste? Okay. There's no... Okay, we're just going to type it. hrconnex.thm. hrconnex.thm. Make sure it's right. hrconnex.thm. Perfect. Analyze it. Comes back as clean. So we know it's probably a false positive. There's nothing in here that leads me to believe it's malicious. There's no like you have to do this now, or like none of that language, anything like that. So false positive. Write the case report. So this is one of the things I recommended to TryHackMe, is that they put a template in here. Personally, I think this is the laziest way I've ever seen a template put in place. This is, and you guys know I'm just very honest. This is almost pathetic that this is all you're doing. The other problem I had with this, and I told them this, but I've told you guys this a million times, and I'm not here to shit on the SOC simulator. Like, I'm just here to be honest with you guys, is if you have a case management system, which is what this SOC simulator is, right? It's managing the cases right here. It makes zero sense for me to copy and paste the same data to the comments. So like, why would I put time of activity when it's listed right here? It doesn't make any sense. When I look up the case, it's going to be right there. I don't need to do it again, but whatever. I digress on that. So list of related entities. At this point, there are no related entities other than the recipient, because this is the first alert. So we have no other related entities right now. Reason for classifying false positive, clean URLs. Just leave it simple. Now, could you do it better? Sure, you can make a better report if you want. Okay, we got a bunch now. High is the first one you want to triage. So we're going to check it. Description. There we go. Okay, so we'll write a case report. So we'll take this one. This is the URL they're trying to go to. Why will it not copy paste? It was copying and pasting fine before. Okay. It's going to drive me nuts that I can't copy and paste. All right, so we'll copy this, and I'll just open over here on my Discord. I'll copy it over here so I can follow it. HTTP bit.ly 3shkx3da1234. Looks like a 0, so we'll try that. Okay, we'll try an O. 3shkx3da1234. There we go. Because I know it's not clean. So make sure when you're doing that, you get it right, because I know it's not clean. So that is a malicious link. Okay. So automatically write the case report, true positive, easy peasy. Time of activity. Well, let me copy and paste it for you. Makes no sense to do this, but okay. List of affected entities. This is where you can take this source IP 1022.17, and you can say 1022.17 is this entity. Whoops. Where's my case report? Oh, there it is. And then I would put the host name, or Hannah Harris, or H Harris, whatever you want to say. We'll just put this. And then we don't really need the IP. You should already have the IP. Reason for clarifying true positive, malicious URL. Reason for escalating the alert, malicious URL. Pretty easy. Recommended for remediation actions, block URL for company. Block, let's see. Personally, I would do something like, let's see, what even were they doing here? Access to blacklisted external URL. Yeah, I would put block the URL, implement bit.ly decoder automation. So basically, there's automation out there that you can do that will automatically decipher the bit.ly link, tell you where it's really going, and then go from there. List of attacker indicators. Well, in this case, we only have this and the IP. And then check for emails with link or other communication methods. So basically, this person got the link somehow. It's a bit.ly one. So we'll say escalate it. There you go. Easy peasy. Okay, that's closed. Let's just go through them. Your Amazon package couldn't be delivered. Oh no. Dear customer, we're unable to deliver your Amazon, and there's another bit.ly link that I won't feel. That's the exact same link. So there's your actual link right there. So wondered how it got there. There you go. Write case report, true positive. Time of activity. So once again, you see, I have no reason, if you follow the playbook, review or check your sender reputation, search historical mail logs, etc. I don't have to search anything. It's already in here. So then we just go list of affected entities. Where am I going here? There we go. Affected entities is H. Harris, same machine. Reason for classifying true positive, malicious link in email. Reason for escalating alert, needs further investigation. And blocks. Oops. Recommended remediation actions. The other thing we can do is this urgent set amazon.biz. This is one of the indicators. So recommended actions, block domain in email and URL or web proxy. That's fine. Should be good. Okay, yes, everything's good. Good enough anyway. Okay, now this one, let's go ahead and add it to ourselves. Inbound email contains suspicious link. Well, Microsoft, we can go ahead and do this real quick. Maybe. I can't do it. The thing's frozen again. Okay. Microsoft support, I'm just going to put true positive because even if it's not malicious, you're spoofing Microsoft, so that's weird. Okay. List of indicators, time of activity. Again, we're just copying and pasting. I don't know why they even have you do this. Affected entities is C. Allen. And in this case, C. Allen actually correlates to... Where is Allen? Charlotte Allen, Windows 3463. Reason for classifying true positive, spoofed Microsoft domain. Reason for escalating the alert, spoofed Microsoft domain needs further investigation. I don't know why I spelled Microsoft wrong twice. Recommended remediation actions, block domain from email access, block domain on web proxy. and look for further emails with similar domains or indicators, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Does this require escalation? Sure. Keep it going. And I know I'm going through this quick. It's because, there you go, because there's really nothing here that's crazy, right? So we had 3 correct, 1 correct, false positive. So I think this simulation does change slightly, because I think last time I had 2 false positives and 1 not. But that's right. Your report provided a good level of detail, but there are areas where you can enhance. While you have covered the what, why aspects, the who and where could be more explicitly detailed to ensure comprehensive. Yeah, that's fine. Ensure that the when is consistently included across all reports. I must have missed one. That's fine. But you can see, pretty easy to do. This is not a difficult one, but I do want to do it just in case anyone is struggling with the SOC simulator. This is how you do it. I don't really know. I don't really like the AI grading, so I'm not going to dive into that or anything, but this is just to continue the path for you guys and hopefully get you guys. I told you guys when I did this path that I was going to do every single box in here. I'm going to, even if they don't get any views, I don't really care. I want someone, if they're struggling with this path, to be able to go on here and get them. So we've done 1, 2, and now we're on our 3rd module, and we're going to go through all of them. So I'm just going to try and knock them out, like I said, and hopefully it helps you guys. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.